December 18th, a great day for the Constitution of the United States, a sad one for America.
By the way, it doesn't really feel like we're being impeached, do you? The country is doing better than ever before.
The history books will now be inscribed with the word impeached by President Trump's name. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Brian Loftus.
And I'm Denise Valdez. We've got a lot of information to get to tonight, but let's start with Natalie Brand, who has a look back at this day in history.
President Trump struck a defiant tone after the House voted to impeach him.
They think the Washington swamp should be able to veto the results of an election.
At a campaign rally in Michigan, the president responded in real time.
They've been trying to impeach me from day one. They've been trying to impeach me from before I ran.
The president's comments followed what had been an historic day on Capitol Hill.
I solemnly and sadly open the debate on the impeachment of the President of the United States.
For hours, Democrats and Republicans argued the merits of the two articles of impeachment, abuse of power and obstruction of Congress.
Never before in our history have we experienced a president who has so clearly conducted himself in a manner offensive to and subversive of the Constitution.
It's about power. Donald Trump has it, and House Democrats want it.
They'll be forever remembered as the Senator Joe McCarthy's of our time.
More than 200 lawmakers gave speeches on the House floor tonight, but when it was time to vote, it became clear minds had not been changed.
Article 2 is adopted.
Both articles passed largely along party lines. Two Democrats voted with Republicans against both articles. A third Democrat voted against obstruction.
Many of my colleagues appeared to have made their choice to protect the president, to enable him to be above the law, to empower this president to cheat again.
The House will next send the impeachment articles to the Senate, which is expected to take the issue up early next year. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Now, as far as to what happens next, it's clearly laid out in the Constitution of the United States. A president who's been impeached by the House can still serve as president. The Senate will now hold a trial to decide whether to remove him from office. So here's what that could look like. Senators act as jurors. House lawmakers will serve as prosecutors, known as managers, and the Chief Justice of the United States will preside. There must be a public vote, and 2/3 must agree on whether or not to convict. Now, it can get a little tricky from there. There are really no rules as to what kind of trial to have. Senators will decide whether witnesses can be called and whether new evidence can be admitted. The trial for President Trump will likely be held in January. Brian?
President Trump, Denise, as we mentioned, the third president to be impeached, Richard Nixon, was not one of the three. He resigned the presidency before an impeachment vote was held. The three who have made impeachment history. Andrew Johnson was impeached in 1868 on 11 articles of impeachment, all based in the aftermath of the Civil War. Bill Clinton was impeached on December 19, 1998, 21 years ago tomorrow, and was acquitted in February of '99. And our current president, Donald J. Trump, impeached on 2 articles earlier today. A lot of lawmakers across the country releasing statements, including those in office right here in Nevada. Now, for more on today's events and what they had to say from both sides of the aisle, head to 8newsnow.com.